निर्मळ नो अभिगम कल्याण हो छात्र नो हरदम उच्च अभ्यास नो शिक्षण धाम महर्षि गुरुकुल महर्षि गुरुकुल महर्षि गुरुकुल महर्षि गुरुकुल महर्षि गुरुकुल.
In this session, we will study chapter number 12, areas related to circles. The chapter from NCERT textbook. Chapter number 12, areas related to circles from NCERT textbook. In this session, we will be dealing with the introduction and solution for the exercise 12.1, where we will be dealing with the perimeter and area of a circle. Now, what is a circle? From the very primary stage of our education, we have learned regarding circle. We have gone through regarding circle. Almost in each the class teacher used to teach us circle. What is a circle? A round shape that the teacher used to say us. It's a round shape object. But in class 9 and 10, we just doesn't use the layman language, round shape. Then how do we define it? What is a circle? A circle is a set of points whose distance from a fixed point is always equal. It's a set of points whose distance from a fixed point is always set. And the combination of all such points gives us the shape, what we call it is a circle. A set of points means this point, you can say this point, this point, this point, this point, infinite number of points whose distance from a fixed point, and the fixed point is suppose this one is our fixed point, whose distance from the fixed point is same throughout. That means the distance of this point from here, the distance of this point from here, the distance of this point from here, these all distances are same. Infinite number of points whose distance from a fixed point is same. Such a figure that is formed by those infinite number of set of points is to be as circle. There are various terms related to circle that actually we would be needing for finding the perimeter and area of the circle as our topic says. Suppose we have a moon, that is like a circle. This fixed point is what we call it as center. And suppose we take a single fixed point somewhere here and we start moving in this direction. And we move on in this direction. And we finally reach our starting point. We finally reach our starting point. So the distance, this distance, the distance covered in one complete round, that distance is called the perimeter of a circle. A particular word defined for circles is circumference. So for circles we can say perimeter, or we can say for circle this is circumference. And that is the distance traveled for one complete round starting from a fixed point. Starting from a fixed point. And that starting point of the fixed point, we have started moving from this point, we have taken one complete round, and the distance that we have covered from the starting point till back to the starting point, that distance is called my perimeter, which in other terms is also known as circumference. And this distance, a line passing through the center of the circle and longest chord that you can say for a circle is the diameter. And there is a relationship between the diameter and the circumference of the circle. And what is that relation? That circumference upon diameter is equals to pi. Circumference upon diameter is equals to pi, a value that was found and whose value in terms of decimal expansion was 3.1416 and so on. It's a non-terminating, non-repeating decimal expansion, which we have seen in our previous class in class 9. But here in all the calculations, we would be considering pi to be a terminating decimal. We will be using 1 by over 4, or we would be using the value as to 2 by 7 as a rational form. Then, moving on to the area. Area means that enclosed figure. How much area does it cover? This part. This total part is called the area of the circle. This complete part is called the area of a circle. And the area of a circle is given by the formula area of circle is equal to pi r square. Area of the circle is pi r square. That means area enclosed within that closed bounded figure of the circle is pi r square. Moving on to this one, circumference by diameter is equal to pi. So we can say C by D is equal to pi, and C is equal to pi into D, where C is the circumference. So we can directly derive the formula for the circumference also. We can also write circumference C is equal to pi into 2r, where D is equal to 2r. R means the radius of the circle. The radius of the circle. Now the formula can be derived as circumference is equal to 2 pi r. So finally, we would be needing these three formulas for solving our exercise of 12.1, where we have got the area of the circle is equal to pi r square. The circumference of the circle can be written as pi d or 2 pi r, where d is equal to 2r. Example number 1. The cost of fencing a circular field at the rate of ₹24 per meter square is 5280. The cost of fencing a circular field. Suppose we are going with a circular field. A circular field of radius r. The cost of fencing. Fencing is done on the boundaries of the circle. This is a place where fencing is required. And what is this? This is the perimeter of the circular field or circumference of the circular field. The cost of fencing a circular field at the rate of ₹24 per meter is ₹5280. So the total cost of fencing is ₹5280, and cost per meter of fencing is ₹24. Then what length of fence was there? That is what we call it as the boundary of the circular field or circumference of the circular field. For that we can write length of the fence is equal to circumference of the circle. Circumference of the circle. Therefore, now we will finding the circumference of the circle. That is circumference of the circular field or the circle is total cost 5280 by 24. If you divide it, you get 220 meters. Substituting or putting the value of pi, 2 into 22 by 7 into r is 220 meter. So r will be equal to 220 into 7 by 2 into 22, and that is equals to 35 meters. We need the r, we need the radius of the circle. The cost of fencing the circular path at the rate of rupees 24 per meter is this much. The field is to be plowed at the rate of this much. Find the cost of plowing the field. The cost of plowing the field in place of cost. The very first thing that we would be needing, that what is the area is to be plowed. In order to find the area, we need the radius of the circle. And from where do we get the radius of the circle? From the very first condition that we have done, that the cost of fencing was given to us and the cost per meter square was also given to us. So we found the radius of the circle. Now we have to find the area to be plowed, and then we will be finding the cost of the area to be plowed. So now, area of plowing. And where will be plowing? Area means the total circular path is to be the circular area is to be plowed. The total circular area is to be plowed. And for that, area of plowing will be pi r square. That's given by the formula pi r square. Taking the value of pi to be 22 by 7, and radius we have got as 35 meters. So 35 meter into 35 meter. We will have to solve. 110 into 35 meter square. So this is 0.3850 meter square. This is the area that is to be plowed. But we have to find the cost of plowing the area. And what is the cost for plowing? It is rupees 0.50 per meter square. And we have to plow 3850 meter square. So finally we will be finding cost of plowing. 1 meter square is rupees 0.50. So what's the cost of plowing the total area? 3850 meter square. So cost of plowing 3850 meter square is rupees 0.50 into 3850, and this is 1925. That is rupees 1925. Exercise 12.1. Question number. The radii of circles are 19 centimeter and 9 centimeter. That means the radii of two circles. You can write down here. This is the radii of two circles are 19 centimeter and 9 centimeter respectively. Find the radius of the circle which has circumference equal to the sum of the circumferences of the two circles. So we are given with two circles. One circle radii R1 is equals to 19 centimeter, and second circle radii R2 is equals to 9 centimeter. We need to find the radius of such a circle whose circumference is equal to the sum of the circumference of this and this circle. That means we need to find the radii of a third circle, and the circumference of this circle will be the sum of the circumferences of these two circles. Let the circumference of this circle with radius 19 centimeter be C1. Let the circumference of the circle with radius 9 centimeter be C2, and let the new circle that is formed with radius R be C. So as per the conditions, C is equal to C1 plus C2. That is, the circumference of the circle with radius 19 plus the circumference of the circle with radius 9 will be equal to the circumference of the circle with radius r, and we need to find that r only. So here, for C, circumference of the circle with radius r is given by the formula P pi r. Then the circumference of the circle with radius r1, which we have written as 2 pi r1 plus the circumference of the circle, that is C2, of radius 9 cm, can be written as 2 pi r2. So this can be simplified as 2 pi r, and if you take out 2 pi common, this would be r1 plus r2, cancelling 2 pi both the sides, r is equals to r1 plus r2, so that will be equals to 19 centimeter as r1 and 9 centimeter as r2, and together will be 28 centimeter. That will be r. That means the radius of the new circle will be 28 centimeter, with the condition that the sum of the circumferences of these two circles is equal to the circumference of the final circle with radius r. Then question number 2. The radii of circles are 8 centimeter and 6 centimeter. Again, we are given almost same. The radii of circles are 8 centimeter and 6 centimeter respectively. Find the radius of the circle having area equal to the sum of the areas of the two circles. Now in the previous question, it was the sum of the circumference of the two circles was equal to the circumference of the new circle. Now we have the sum of the areas of the two circles with two different radius is equal to the area of the third circle. So suppose we are given with two circles with radius r1 is equal to 8 centimeter and r2 is equal to 6 centimeter. We need to find the radius of the third circle. And area of this circle is equal to sum of the areas of these two circles. Let the area of this circle with radius 8 centimeter be A1, area of the circle with radius 6 centimeter be A2, and the area of the required circle, that is the sum of the areas of A1 and A2, be A. So an equation can be derived that area A is equals to A1 plus A2. The sum of the areas of these two circles will be equal to the area of the third circle. Now the formula for the area of the circle is pi r square, that we know. So this is pi r square for the circle with radius r. So this will be pi r1 square for the circle with radius r1 plus pi r2 square with a circle with radius r2. So this can be written as pi r square. If you take pi common, this is r1 square plus r2 square. This pi cancels out. So r square is equal to r1 square plus r2 square. Where r1 is 8, so 8 square. R2 is 6, so 6 square. So this is 64 plus 36 is equal to 100 centimeter square. So r will be equals to root under 100. So r is equals to 10. So the radius of the new circle would be 10 centimeter when the sum of the areas of two circles with radius 8 centimeter and 6 centimeter, the new radius of the new circle will be 10 centimeters.
कर दिया।
The figure depicts an archery target. This is an archery target marked with different types of colors. 5 scoring regions: gold, red, blue, black, and white, which are centered outward. The diameter of the region representing the gold score, so this circle, its diameter is 21 centimeters. So we can say radius is 10.5 centimeters. So this is 10.5 centimeters. And each of the other band is 10.5 centimeter wide. That means each band is 10.5 centimeter wide. That means the radius for the second one, this one will be 21 centimeter. The radius for the third one will be, if you add 10.5 to 21, this will be 31.5 centimeter. The radius for the fourth one will be 42 centimeters, and the radius for the fifth one would be 52.5 centimeters. Let me once again tell you, the diameter of the inner part was 21 centimeters, so the radius is half of 21, that is 10.5 centimeter, and each band is 10.5, 10.5, 10.5 centimeter broad. So if this is 10.5 till here, 10.5 plus 10.5, so the radius for the second circle is 21. Again, if you add 10.5, the radius for the third circle is 31.5, the radius for the fourth circle is 42, and the radius for the fifth circle is 52. We can also write the name of the circles as C1, C2, C3, C4, and C5. Let us write the name. So we can very easily recognize that circle C1 has 10.5 centimeters, C2 21 centimeters, C3 31.5 centimeters, C4 is 42 centimeters, and C5 is of radius 52.5 centimeters. Find the area of each scoring region. We need to find the area of each scoring region. This one, this part is of gold one. This one is of red one. This part is blue. This part is black, and the other part is white. So area of each color that we have to find. First one, suppose we want to find the area of gold. The area of gold can be equal to the area of the circle C1. So this is equal to area of circle C1, which is given by pi r1 square. So the radius of C1 is r1, and this can be written as 22 by 7 into r1 is 10.5. So this is 10.5 whole square. So this can be written as 22 by 7 into 105 by 10 into 105 by 1. Solving it. Say cancel it by this one. This is 7 ones are and 15s. Then 5 twos are, 5 threes are, and 2. So you have 11 into 3 into 105 by, you can cancel it more. 5 twos are and 5 21. So you have 11 into 3 into 21 by 2. So 33 into 21, that is calculated. 33 into 21, this is 33 and 66, 693. This is equals to 693 by 2, so this is 346.5 centimeter. So the area of the circle C1, that circle C1 is of the color gold color, so the area of gold color will be 346.5 centimeter square. Moving on to the second color, red color. So area of red is equals to area of circle C2 minus area of circle C1. Area of circle C2 minus area of circle C1. So this can be written as pi r2 square minus pi r1 square. So the area of the second circle minus area of circle C1. The middle part is the red color, so we can get the area of red color as pi r2 square minus pi r1 square. If you take out common pi r2 square minus r1 square. This is the method that we will be using to find the area of the red color. We would be simplifying the formula and then we would be solving. So this is 22 by 7, and this can be written as a square minus b square, set a plus b and a minus b. We can write this as r2 minus r1 into R2 plus R1. So this can be written as 22 by 7. R2 is 21 minus 10.5 and this is 21 plus 10.5. This is 22 by 7 into 10.5, that is 105 by 10. We can write it and into 21 plus 10.5. 31.5, that is 350 by 10. Now again we will be simplifying it. 7 15s are, you can cancel it with 5, 5 2s are, 5 3s are. Again it can be simplified, 2 can be cancelled as 11. More it can be simplified, cancel it with 5, 5 2s are, and this is 63. So you can write it as 11 into 3 into 63 divided by 2. So this is 33 into 63 by 2. This is equal. You have to multiply 63 with 33. Let's multiply somewhere here. 63 into 33. Here is a 9. This is 189. 189. 9 7 0 and 2079 by 2. This is equals to 2079 divided by 2, and that will be equals to 1039.5 centimeters square. Similarly, moving on for the third color, blue, that can be written as area of circle 3 minus area of circle 2. I'll be doing this blue, then black and white you can try it. So area of blue color, is equals to area of the circle C3 minus area of the circle C2. Which can be written as 5R3 square minus 5R2 square. Moving same to as we have done earlier for red. This can take 5 common. R3 square minus R2 square. You can again use the identity A square minus B square. So this can be written as A minus B and A plus B. So here we can write R3 minus R2 and R3 plus R2. Now substitute the values. Pi is taken as 22 by 7. R3, the third radius is 31.5 centimeter. So 31.5 minus R2 is 21, and again 31.5 plus R2 is 21. So this is 22 by 7 into 10.5. So this is, you can write 105 by 10 into this is 52.5. So you can write 525 by 10. Again you have to solve it. This is 7 15s are, and you can cancel 5 2s are and 5 3s are. Again this 2 can be cancelled here as 11. Moreover again it can be cancelled by 5 2s are, and this is 105. So this can be as 11 into 3 into 105 divided by 2. This is 33 into 105 divided by 2, and you get the answer on solving it, and that is centimeter square. So this is the process how we will be moving on for getting the area of different types of colors in the archery board. We have done for area of gold, we did for area of red, we did for area of blue. Then we can move similarly. These two methods can be applied to find the area of black and white color. You can try it at home for the two areas of black and white color. So the wheels of the car are of diameter 80 centimeter each. So there are wheels of car, all wheels are equal. So let us consider one. It is of diameter 80 centimeter. So we can take radius to be 40 centimeter because radius is half of the diameter. How many complete revolutions does each wheel make in 10 minutes? That means the car is moving. How many revolutions will it make in 10 minutes if the speed of the car is 66 km/h? while taking the revolutions, what is the distance covered by the wheel? How much distance the wheel has to cover? That means, first of all, we should know the total distance to be covered by the car. And in order to know the total distance to be covered by the car, we are given with the speed of the car and the time for which the car is traveling. So let us find the total distance traveled by the car. So we are given with time is equals to 10 minutes and speed is equals to 66 kilometer per hour. So the speed is in kilometer per hour. So let us convert the time in terms of hour. So this can be 10 by 60 hour. So this is 1 by 6 hour. We know distance is equals to speed into time. So distance is equals to speed into time. So speed is 66 kilometer per hour into time is 1 by 6 hour. So this will be 11 kilometers. That means total distance traveled by the car is 11 kilometers. Total distance traveled by the car, or you can say wheel, whatever you say, by car is 11 kilometers. That means the wheel will be moving, the car is moving, and it has covered total 11 kilometers distance. Then we will have to know how much distance is covered in one revolution. Then only we can find the number of revolutions. The total distance that the car covers divided by distance traveled in one revolution will give the number of revolutions. But before that, we should know the distance traveled by the car or by the wheel in one revolution. So let us form distance traveled by the car, or you can say wheel in one revolution. Appropriate word can be wheel, but we can understand that the car is moving, the wheels are moving, and the distance covered by the car in one wheel is one complete revolution of the wheel, and one complete revolution of the wheel means distance traveled will be the circumference of the wheel, and that is equals to circumference of wheel. And what is the circumference of the wheel? It is given by the formula 2 pi r, 2 pi r, and let us substitute the values. The value of pi is 22 by 7, and the radius is given to us as 40 centimeters. Let us keep it as it is. So this is the distance traveled by the wheel in one revolution. Total distance traveled by the car or wheel, as I said, is 11 kilometers. Now let us find the number of revolutions. Number of revolutions a wheel makes is equals to total distance traveled, by the wheel upon distance traveled by the wheel in one revolution. That is distance traveled by the wheel in one revolution. And that is remember the total distance traveled was 11 kilometers. This is 11 kilometers. And distance traveled by the wheel in one revolution was 2 into 22 by 7 into 40 centimeters. The two units are different. One is in terms of kilometer, the other is in terms of centimeter. So let us equalize the units. We should convert this kilometer into centimeters for easy calculations. So this is 11 kilometers, and if you convert it into centimeters, from kilometer to meter we need 1000, and again from meter to centimeter we need 100. So from directly kilometer to centimeter, 1 kilometer is equals to 1 lakh centimeters. 1 kilometer is equals to 1 lakh centimeters. So you can convert it here. 11 kilometer means 11 into 1 lakh. Now the total is in centimeter upon 2 into 22 into 40, and this 7 moves up. So you can write in the centimeter part for the present time, and this is into 7. Solving it, 11 2s are single, 0 is cancelled, 2, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000. Then again, if you cancel it with 2, this is 2,500. If you cancel it with 2, this is 1,250. And if you cancel it with 2, it's 625. So you get 625 into 7. This is 4,375 number of revolutions. So the wheel will cover 4,375 revolutions in order to cover a distance of 11 kilometers. So total number of revolution that the wheel makes is 4,375. Question number 5. It's an MCQ based question and the last question of exercise 12.1. If the perimeter and area of a circle are numerically equal, then the radius of the circle is what? Is it 2 units? Is it 5 units? Is it 4 units? Or is it 7 units? You have to justify your answer also. Justification means we will have to show how we are getting our answer of the MCQ. Let us move on to again the question. The perimeter and area are numerically equal. The perimeter and area of the circle are numerically equal. So if we solve it, we can say perimeter of the circle is equal to area of the circle. Because we are moving on to the numerical values. We are not concerned regarding the units. Unit of perimeter can be, suppose say meter, then area will be meter square. So we are not concerned regarding the units. We are only concerned regarding the numerical value. So perimeter of the circle is equal to area of the circle numerically as given in the question. So what is the formula for perimeter of the circle? Perimeter means the circumference of the circle, and it is given by the formula 2 pi r. And that is equals to the area of the circle is given by the formula pi r square for a circle of radius r. If you solve it, we can get this pi and this pi cancels. Again, you can say this r and this r also cancels. So we get 2 is equals to r. So r is equals to 2 units. If the numerical value of the circumference of the circle and area of the circle are same, then the radius of the circle is 2 units. That means as per the MCQ, the option A is correct.